See, forget the name they call it. Okay, forget the big grammar, and there's something about that name that makes people think it's not for them. It makes them think that it's for big businesses. My own is just small hustle now. Or, oh, I don't have any business, I'm not selling anything, so branding is not for me. I've heard a lot of things. Some of them say, oh, don't worry, when I start selling something, when I open my business, I'll start branding. I've met students who think that they don't have any business in branding just because they're in school. Let me break it to you, okay? Branding is the same thing as packaging. I want to use the word packaging, intentional packaging. If you've ever heard people say, I like your packaging, or if you ever hear any Nigerian saying it's just packaging, or things like plantain chips is just take away with packaging, well, it's branding they are talking about. If you're saying you don't need branding, you're saying you don't want to package yourself, you don't care about your presentation, you want to come out anyhow and be treated anyhow and be spoken to anyhow because no packaging. I know that you don't mean that, you don't want that. So I'm going to help you, okay? My name is Chilite and I'm a branding coach. In this video, I'm going to get into the nitty-gritty of branding. I want to break it down to the simplest, tiniest form so that you understand it. I'm going to be replacing the word branding with packaging just for the sake of this video. So, packaging. When we say packaging, it really means how you present yourself to command respect, attention, or trust, or whatever, even if you're still building. And however you package yourself is how people will address you. Your packaging determines how people will feel about you after interacting with you, whether it's your business, your products, or your personality. So when I see Bekere, no label, white cellophane sold in traffic or local stores, what will I feel about it? It just immediately translates as cheap. It's something you can just grab and go. There's no sentiment, there's no second guessing, there's nothing. It's not. Bekere screams cheap, and that's okay. It has its own audience, it sells. On the other hand, those ones inside branded bags, it has their own name and is in a shiny bag, right? And I go to a supermarket and I'm seeing it near branded coconut chips, peanut butter, granola, cashew nuts, all those premium snacks, right? My brain is immediately going to think, oh, higher ups, expensive, depending on who's buying, but premium, I'm going to regard it more than bakery, definitely. Now, I can comfortably put it inside Christmas hamper or a gift pack and it won't be weird. That's branding. The content is the same. You tell your story better, you position yourself better, you control the narrative, you own your story and show up intentionally so that the right people can find you, understand you, and value you. The question now becomes, do you want to be valued? Do you want to be respected? Do you want to leave a mark? Do you want to be known for that thing you're good at? Do you want to make impact? Do you want to add value? The truth is, whether you know it or not, you are already being branded. People can already give a general summary of you based on how you show up. You know how you show up every day, how you talk, how you walk, how you respond, your attitude, your style, your energy. You're already communicating something. That's already branding. That's you. So it's left for you to now take charge of that, to control the narrative. Anytime you hear, that one that always has attitude, this one that always disappears when it's time to work, this one that's always coming late, my dear, that's branding. That's the way branding works. People have branded you based on your consistent patterns. It's not like there are no other things to say about you. Just that the one that you've consistently shown will determine how you're perceived across board. Back in uni, in 100 level, we had all just met each other, right? 100 level students. And at first, we didn't have a course rep. So for the first few classes that we had while we were doing registration, like introductory classes and all of that, everybody was trying to blend in, be friends. We didn't have a course rep. So when, classes started getting serious, it was time to use a course rep, right? That was my first reality check about how people can brand you even without you realizing. We considered a lot of people, a lot of names came up, and they didn't get voted because of different reasons. But the guy that we finally unanimously chose, without an iota of doubt, Bertrand of blessed memory, may God bless his soul, in just weeks of strangers being together, we unanimously voted Bertrand because, number one, he was always neatly dressed. Shirt and tie, mostly corporate. You won't see him in casual outfits. He comes to class Monday to Friday on corporate. He always drops wisdom. Bertrand had the solution to every problem you brought to him. As 100 level students, we needed a lot of guidance and direction, but Bertrand knew things we didn't. He knew just who to meet. He was already talking with lecturers in terms of even fixing classes. It was a no-brainer. He was already exhibiting the qualities of a leader. He felt like he had been in school before, and we just couldn't unsee it, right? So these random statements we were dropping about people, no, this person will say, this person, no, this one is always playing. Oh no, that one is going to put us in trouble. This one is going to do something. This one will be wicked though. Just by what they were doing consistently, how we saw them, the characters and traits they exhibited in just weeks of being in class together. Bertrand came ready. He was just too prepared for school. Nobody is that prepared at 100 level. That's how, people brand themselves. When you begin to think that branding is about logo or color, then you've missed it. It is more than that. It's what people feel about you, your reputation, your vibe, based on everything that you do. And branding is for everyone. Everyone should intentionally brand themselves. So the market is full of tomato sellers, right? But this particular tomato seller somehow manages to have her table crowded. It means she has gained the trust of her customers or people. There are patterns that evoke that feeling of trust. It might not be visible to you, right? But there is definitely an intentionality going on there. It could be that her tomato is always fresh. It could be that she always smiles and says, God bless you, come again. It could be that she ties her tomatoes in like neat baskets or neat nylons. I remember when I wanted to, buy pepper, before I found my customer, every other person would put their pepper, they would just shade their pepper with all the dust and all this, sand, just fresh from the farm. But this woman would take time and wash her pepper and pick out the ones that are bad, and then she will shade the ones that are very healthy looking. Not like you will not wash it at home or that is not from the farm. It was just like the sight, the presentation was like really intentional. And that was how I chose my customer. So just think about it. This particular tomato seller, there's always something. Maybe her umbrella has a different color. Maybe the color is louder than everyone's, or maybe everyone's umbrella is brown. It's not like white. Maybe it's like orange. And because of that umbrella, they want to direct you to her shop. They'll just tell you, go to that white umbrella or go to that black umbrella, because there's a lot of umbrellas there, but her own is the only white umbrella. She's intentionally doing things that would make her spotted. That school teacher, that the students can't stop gushing about how interesting his class is and how much they've gotten to love the subject because of him. It's definitely being intentional about something to make them feel that way. Either it's in the way he teaches or the way he uses storytelling or how he affirms every student. It's like a smell. You will not see it, it's not visible, but people can perceive it. It's a series of consistent patterns that now contribute to how people feel about you. And it doesn't start from social media. It starts from your day-to-day. It starts from living it, from becoming it, and then going ahead to project it on social media for a wider audience and a wider recognition. A tomato seller who is cashing out does not have an Instagram page. That school teacher might not even be on social media, but he's making a huge impact and his branding is being rooted where he is. As long as you have daily interactions with people, you leave your house every day, you interact with different people, you must be intentional about how you present yourself. Now, why do you need to do that? Why do you need to package yourself? What are the benefits of branding? What do you stand to gain by branding yourself? Okay, let's look at that. Number one is clarity. People are clear on who you are. People know how to address you. People know how to grade you. You stop showing up anywhere. You know your lane. You have stuck to it. You're focused on your purpose. You stopped second guessing or moving blindly without direction. When you know who you are, what exactly you are, also you have clarity of where you are going. Nothing will distract you. You have clarity of vision, clarity of purpose, and you are working directly towards that. Okay, the second thing is that you become easy to spot and hard to forget. Now remember, I'm not just addressing business owners, I'm addressing normal people who want to build their personal branding, students, 9 to 5ers. These particular points will favor anybody who wants to achieve something in life, who wants to have influence, who wants to make impact. Maybe you have a particular goal you're working on. Maybe you want to become like a big name in your particular industry. You want people to trust you. You become very easy to spot and hard to forget. The more consistent your brand is, the more people recognize you at a glance. When they see an opportunity, they immediately remember you. If there's a big event and they're looking for someone to speak, they remember you because you've packaged yourself as someone who can speak at that event. When they are thinking of someone who can, do so and so project in a particular industry, they will remember you because you've positioned yourself rightly. For business owners, your customers they think about maybe they think, I want to change my wardrobe. Your name is the first. You become memorable, right? Another one is trust. Oh, trust can never be overemphasized. Branding earns you trust. People don't trust what they don't understand. When your patterns are consistent, people know what to expect. You're not having mood swings and switching on them. And what I mean by mood swings is not in a literal form, right? It's like you are not saying different things. You're not black today, white tomorrow. You stand for this tomorrow, you're changing mouth. You already know what you stand for. You're not switching places. That's what breeds trust. Consistency, repetition. Another thing that branding will do for you is influence. Okay, you are able to get people to do something or buy something because you said so. People take your word for it. When people trust you, you can influence them easily. You can make impact easily. Things like, oh, I've never used this stuff, but because you said it, I'll try it. And of course, the monetary value of influencers nowadays, okay? Branding also makes you charge your worth. Just like Ekere and plantain chips, the other one can confidently sit on a shelf with other premium snacks and cost hundreds or thousands if possible, while the other one will be sitting on a table with groundnuts and popo gari, and cost what it costs. So even if you and the other people around you are doing the same thing you do, your branding can make you stand out and make you confidently charge higher than the next person and appeal to high value clients. The benefits of branding are a lot. I can't even begin to mention it. If you go through my page, you see a lot of videos talking about branding and its benefits. Me breaking down branding. So whether you're a student, a content creator, a business owner, a school teacher, you already have a brand. The power is in shaping it with intention. Intentional packaging. All right? And that's it for this video. If you found it helpful, please like and share and send it to someone who needs it. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out. Okay, bye.